to live on your chin. Oh,
this is what? How many years now again the show's been going?
This October will be 21. The 21st birthday.
So legal.
It will be legal.
Legal.
For the first time, we'll be able to have a beer. Ironically, I stopped drinking.
Well, yes. You notice I've abstained from offering. Because I had two growlers. Now, I can tell you this now, and you can call me a dick, but I have two growlers that I just got from Tri-City Brewing Company on Tuesday.
Do not tell me that one of them is Orange Creamsicle.
Yes, one.
You motherfucker! That is my favorite from there, man. It goes down so good. Now, again, I've needed to do this for a while. It's been a month and a half now. No alcohol has gone in my mouth. Nothing.
Have you started a trend amongst your peers?
Well, a couple of my friends that live down in the Metro Detroit area, they just happened to have an instance where they're not allowed to drink anymore because the one person got in some trouble with it. I'm not going to get into finer details on that.
Yeah.
But she decided to, didn't decide, but she's off it.
For
her significant other, though, did decide, and he was a big heavy drinker who I love to drink with too, just like I love to drink with you as well, man. I think this is going to bring a different kind of perspective to how the podcast is. I think so. I want people to understand 2,200 episodes have been drunk, fucking alcohol filled rage. So now I'm
enlightened.
Well, I don't know about enlightened, but it has gotten, today was the first time where I had to tell myself, snag a coffee, leave it for yourself there.
Yep.
Don't put any Baileys in it.
Well, that's the other beer I got was coffee flavored. But you're going to find once you get through this, and especially with, you're now in your 50s.
Oh, God.
You're going to find that maybe it's going to...
Yeah, laugh it up, fuckface.
It's going to go. You're going to be like, you know what? I might just drink once or twice out of the week. And it'll be like, one or two beers, and it's strange on how that happens because there's some points you just go like, all right, do I really need this in my life? What do I want to do? Right. But it is nice to be able to have a beverage, and
I've noticed that my significant other, she's steered clear, and friends that mutual friends of ours that we hang out with have told me that she doesn't want to drink when I'm around to keep me from thinking about it and stuff like that. And so I think that that's good. To be honest with you, I don't think I have craved it at all. Not even when I've been hanging out with the boys, doing some stuff like this. The instance where it's going to become an issue, I think, is when I have to go over to the brewery in Cedar Springs to do some work, because there is a tendency there, and I'm not saying it's a peer pressure tendency at all, but Dave, my buddy there, he loves to have a sip, and we like to have a sip together, and he always has new things to try, and that's, I think, going to be the hardest one to get over that hump.
Just bring a coffee with you.
I'll bring coffee, and just other than that, I just been watering, Diet Coke, and I've dropped like 20 freaking pounds. I feel good. I think I look different. I'm a little sharper. But at the same time, I stopped and saw LB, and I guess, I don't know. I think I'm usually people know that if they get a hold of me, the party or the fun times are going to be around. Now, I'm not going to say that hasn't led to some troubles, in the past when it comes to just pissing people off or making people sad or doing all these things. So I think that me having more of a finger on the pulse of how I feel is the more important thing, instead of spinning off into some rage-filled verbal diarrhea that really is stupid. I think I think my inner dialogue has returned. Motherfucker. My inner dialogue's back.
Well, it is. We've all been there where it's nice when you wake up the next morning, you're not going, what the fuck did I do last night?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like that feeling at all. So, especially when you're with someone and then the two of you have equal thoughts of like, what the fuck's happened? How do we get home? What is this or that? I think I've been pretty lucky in that respect and not having ruined a lot longer list of relationships. I think it has ruined some of my relationships, but I still think the people that I did burn bridges with like that, I think I can honestly feel like I could talk to them and be like, hey, sorry I fucked that up. You know what I mean? That's the biggest part about.
Well, real friends, they kind of go past all this stuff. They understand, and if they can't understand, fuck them, because they're not real friends.
But man, Orange Creamsicle, God damn it. You motherfucker. I knew it. Because I get the emails. You get the emails too.
Oh, right? Yeah. Well, I went Tuesday and I got that, and I got, what was it, a peach Hefeweizen?
Oh, God.
So it was my 1 year anniversary for work, and I'm the only one that made a big deal out of it to myself. So I was like, that brings up an interesting point. You like to celebrate anniversaries. You're kind of a sentimental guy. Yeah.
I'm that way too. I like to celebrate the baseball teams anniversaries and the milestones, the podcasts,
the birthdays,
20 years, those kind of things.
Yeah.
I think in the past year to 2 years, I've taken the being single thing in a direction that maybe I should have been much more finger on the pulse of what the fuck is actually going on. And when you have people in your life that are important, you got to establish those dates. Mm-hmm. I think you do. Those dates are important to celebrate. I can never understand the Jehovah Witnesses. Jehovah Witnesses don't celebrate birthdays. They don't celebrate holidays. They don't do any of this stuff. I don't know if I agree with that. What do you think of that?
I think, well, again, you've already said it. I do. I'm the Hallmark guy, the card guy, the guy that remembers people's birthdays and wish them, not just on social media because it says it. I've actually got it on my calendar. Yeah. But I'm also a guy that, if I see something that I know somebody, I've done it with you before. I see something that, hey, I know this will make that person's day a little gift, I've
kind of stolen a little bit. I've taken a page out of your book on this one.
And it's a good thing to have.
And it's not necessarily, I think my former relationships would probably be like, well, you're doing this to gain something out of it. And actually, I can, without a shadow of a doubt, 100% tell you, I'm not. Mm-hmm. This past Christmas, I think we talked about this before. It was one of the first Christmases in a long time, besides my kids, of course, buying stuff, but buying something for someone else that made me feel good.
Yeah.
And now I like random day, just taking somebody's. I've been doing this with Erasure. Yesterday we were going for a walk, and I popped over to Kroger and I was going to get her some flowers real quick. But I was late to get to her and I felt bad. And, but I got her some, a little vase for her office and stuff like that. And making somebody feel good, man. This has been a really rough week. My aunt passed away. There's been a lot of sentimental stuff going on. I'm spending more time with her and stuff like that. And I'm cherishing the moments and consuming things in a different way. It's just, it's a little bit different. It's odd for me to feel I think I crossed over 50. I'm not drinking. This is weird. I'm sorry. This is a weird podcast for you guys to hear, but this is, we were like, what the fuck, kid? Where's the goddamn titties and the shit? Where's the fucking talking about?
We'll get to that.
We'll get to the sloppy.
Because we got to talk about, the whole gene thing with Sweeney. So.
Oh God. Yeah. But anyway, just to fill everybody in, we kind of took the summer break. As I tend to do that.
We had a lot of shows in the can.
I still do.
Yeah. So going into
right in the butt.
And there's been a lot going on over the summer, but you've been going to concerts. There's been baseball. We're going into football season.
This past week, man, she surprised me with those Black Keys tickets. That's
a sweet deal there.
She's good shit like that. And she took me out to dinner before, and we took this way back roads to get to Pine Knob. And I got. Once we started heading south after where we ate, I was like, okay, where could we possibly be going right now? And that was the first thing that popped in my mind. She kind of let down with a little bit of clues. So she said it was going to be a little bit chilly at night. Make sure to dress warmer. So I'm like, okay, we'll be outside. And, you kind of put two and two together, but you can't guess and be like, yeah, we're going here. I had no idea. Even while we were eating, she was trying to throw me off the scent a little bit. We're going to a friend's house, and then we're going to go. We stopped at a bookstore. We stopped and did some stuff beforehand. But it was an awesome surprise.
Did you get any books?
She got a book for her oldest daughter. I think it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That bookstore was, not that I'm an expert in bookstores, but I have been to my fair share of bookstores. You got to have good quality music. You got to have comfortable area to sit. You got to have your books organized. This place was like a bunch of tiny rooms that weren't really.
It's a house, right? Downtown,
no. This was in Grand Blanc.
Grand Blanc. It was an actual
strip mall.
Okay. Yeah. There's one that's down that way. It is like downtown, at the bottom of the hill, kind of deal, and it's like in an old house. That's kind of cool.
You want to make it like a destination. You want to have, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, a good bookstore. I really like the Midland Street bookstore. I know right where the stuff is. They got a shit ton of stuff crammed in that bookstore too. The sports section is great there. I always tend to, if it's my dad's birthday or Father's Day or something like that, I'll run over there and grab a book or something from it. You know, it's always good to do. So let's get on. Let's talk about a little bit about what's going on. This week is I asked ChatGPT some things on the way in and out. This week was the anniversary of the first MTV Video Music Awards, the first ever one. Back in 84, I think it was, maybe.
It sounds about right, yeah.
So that's what, 40, is that 41 years ago?
I remember watching it.
Madonna rolling all over the stage, humping the goddamn stage. Remember doing that?
I just
like a virgin. Yeah,
it would have been that. Michael Jackson would have been on it. I'm trying to remember here. Queen.
When is the last time you watched the MTV Video Music Awards?
I've caught a little bit about it last year. I'll tune in depending on who's on it. This year is the first year it's going to be on CBS because CBS is the parent company for MTV.
Really? They put it on CBS?
CBS. So, but that made me think, when's the last time I've actually watched MTV? MTV's got a lot of programs like The Challenge and the whole series, whether it's Yellowstone and that's all underneath that MTV umbrella. That's part of Paramount.
I can't remember the last time I did watch MTV. I think I had to watch the Music Awards I think a year or two ago. And I'll gauge it by who's performing. Show me the list. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know 75, 85% of the acts. I'll watch that, I guess. I don't know. I think over the past 5 years, I'm getting more clueless on who the fuck is popular. You could show me a picture of somebody from the last, the main act of who's popular in the last 365 days or 2 years. I wouldn't know who the fuck they are.
I think it's been more rap based than rock based because there are rock bands out there, but I don't think they're as popular as what they were, or they're like names like TV Girl or, the Luminaries or Michigander or whatever it is. They're more of that pop, Vance Joy, some of those things.
Okay. So this past week I went and saw Wilder Road play at the Masonic Temple here in town.
I heard it was hotter than shit.
It was super hot in there. It was way, way steamy hot. And what's funny is lead singer Mike there, he sweats. He'll sweat in a damn refrigerator, it seems. He's
like me. It doesn't matter. Fucking.
But those guys,
they're good.
They're really good. So that venue was kind of interesting because they had it set up, the Red Room and then the one next to it. And they had bands going
both sides.
At both sides. So if you could kind of wander back and forth, but I don't think I've ever seen a show there where it was some rock and metal type stuff. Well, there's a one coming out, I think first week of November, going to be there. I looked up the bands and they are these just heavy fucking.
Really?
Yeah. And so I'm thinking about going to this one. It's $15 pre-sale tickets on it. When I was there, it reminded me of going to a show when I was a kid, when I was in high school. These young kids just up there, just playing their fucking faces off. It was just amazing. So this one I think is going to be a little more heavy, but these shows where they start at 5 o'clock and there's like 10 or 15 bands, I have a hard time.
Making it through to the end.
Well, I think the reason I would tend to do this is with that many bands, you're paying like $1 per a band. You're showing up there at 5 o'clock. If the band's not good, you take a walk downtown,
come back,
and you come wandering back because they're going to play for half an hour, or 40 minutes or something.
Most venues you can't leave, so that's good.
They do the wristband thing there, so you can kind of come in and out as you want. What they need to do, and this would be a smart move on their part, they need to set up like 5 or 6 food trucks out there.
That's what I was going to say. Yep.
Yeah. If they set up those food trucks and the band I don't like, they're okay, they're great. I'm going to go grab a bite to eat, still be there, wander back in. If they do that, that'd be pretty fucking badass.
That would be cool. So speaking of food trucks, so have you seen ever this Cousins, Maine lobster food truck? It was part of Shark Tank and whatever else.
I saw it pop up. It's going to be at Tri-City, or was it already there?
It's coming up in September, Tri-City.
But you went somewhere and saw it earlier, because I saw
last Sunday. We grabbed it. It was over by Dunlop over in Washington. So Murphy, my kid, and we pull in there. Somebody reminded us. I get a lobster roll that I posted the picture of. That was like $23.
Holy shit, was it good?
It was good. It was really good.
Was it $23 good?
That's where, no.
Does it come with, what extras does it come with? Or is it just the roll?
That was it.
Holy
it was just
shit
lobster
balls.
on a roll that was buttered, and that was it.
From standard frozen burrito size up to like Nerf football. How big are we talking on this thing?
There was about probably at least a pound of lobster on there, which... which was pretty good. But
it justifies the price tag slightly.
Well, my kid got the quesadilla that was like $20. That was way fucking better. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I got to have a slice of this. If I'm paying for it, I got to have a slice.
Let me take a sample. Yeah.
Yep. Take a sample. And I was like, oh, I should have got this instead. That was really good. And then I got the bisque. So I dropped like $53 for the two of us on a food truck. Holy shit. Which that was blowing my mind to begin with.
Hey, they say that those food trucks are like pretty good investment if you can pull it off. You get the right menu and stuff. So
that was, but yeah, it'll be at Tri-City. I think the 27th of September, I think is what it said.
See, my take, and this is obviously no promo because I don't do that stuff here on this. The Nom Nom Ninja is my favorite. I love me some Nom Nom.
I met the owner of that in Mount Pleasant.
They're usually at the concerts out at Soaring Eagle there. As soon as I see it, I get the biggest one of those things. I can get the hibachi with the chicken in it. It's so freaking good.
I'm going to have to get that then tonight because that's...
Yeah.
I think we're leaving me about 4:30 or something.
Tell everybody who you're seeing tonight.
It is going to be a bunch of oldies but goodies, but 90s. Hinder. New band, Mammoth, which for those that don't know, that's Wolfgang Van Halen's band.
How old are those? I mean, how long have they been around? They're not necessarily
only
super
about
new.
5 years, I want to say. Well, since his dad died. He released the one track. He did it all, kind of, like a lot of geniuses do.
Did he release anything? Did Wolfgang release anything while Eddie was alive?
No.
See, I wonder if that would be intimidating as fuck, to have your dad as Eddie Van Halen. And do you think that... I would love to ask him that question because I'm sure that a lot of people have these mentors or people who've been influential in their lives, but it keeps them from releasing some stuff. He's
talked about it in different interviews I've seen, like on TV, like behind the music and everything. And he won't play any Van Halen songs while he's up on stage. He doesn't go back and listen to that stuff. And then, of course, his uncle Alex is kind of like really stepped away from everything. With it. And then the headliner tonight is Creed, which, for those that remember, Creed was like this, Christian, rocky, Nickelback-y kind of deal back in the early 2000s. I can
tolerate Creed. I can't tolerate Nickelback. I don't know what it is about it. It's something with that Chad fucking Kruger's voice. I cannot tolerate it. It's just so... It's just something about it. As soon as it hits my freaking ears, it's like, what the fuck is this shit? And any bands that sound like them, even like the fucking Theory of a Dead Man, sounds like Nickelback fucking cover band. They're just terrible.
Well, and back to Mammoth, I mean, he was playing bass, in Van Halen. He's playing guitar. He's got his own guitar. But you can hear, the flourishes in some of his solos, but he doesn't feel like every song needs a solo.
I'm going to have to dive into their catalog, but I have not gone out and sought them out yet.
2 albums.
The thing is, back to this like mentoring thing and having people intimidate. I used to work in a newspaper where there's amazing photographers, award-winning journalists, award-winning photographers. There's never been an instance where I thought to myself, okay, I cannot, even shooting photography, I can, composition-wise, I can put some pictures together. I shot some photos of my daughter last night that turned out pretty well. But these people were trained, professional, award-winning, amazing photographers. One of my former bosses he's just an outstanding photographer, and we have many people who shoot photos that I know that are just great. I would not want to stand next to them and try to take photos with them.
Yeah.
Even if they were going to show me what to do. And it's intimidating for me a little bit to do that. But at the same time, I love to collaborate with other artists because styles can be different. I think that's why I love to paint and draw and do other things that way. Because that's a whole different kind of world. You're going to draw something differently than I'm going to draw. We can sit there and draw the same scene in the styling and your unique look at it and my unique look at it are going to be different. I like that collaboration where when it comes to like musicians and things like this, I always pictured rivalries, but collaborations, anytime you get these super groups together.
Oh yeah.
I was just listening to, what the fuck was it? Who sings Slither by, who the fuck was it?
TP?
Yeah, well, Scott Weiland was the lead singer of this. Velvet Revolver. Yes.
Oh, God, they were awesome at concert.
Yep, Velvet Revolver, these super bands where you take the other...
Sorum, Slash, Duff.
I think that's why I like to watch the All-Star Game in baseball, because it's all the other great players playing together. They need to do this more, where there's some crossover stuff, where it's going to be a concert, we're going to mix and match. One of the first concerts I went to with Erasure was Pussifer, A Perfect Circle, and Primus, and they all shared the stage, and they did 3 songs, and it was that was awesome. That was like one of my favorite shows that I've seen in a while. That's
one of the reasons why, like a lot of the jam band concert venue things where you do have, I'm going to bring this person back out, or country music concerts I've been to where they're, hey, I'm going to bring this person out to do a song. That's one of the openers, or, they've reworked it together. That's pretty, then you really feel like, oh my God, I'm getting something special.
Yeah. The one collab,
they could have been doing it the last 30 concerts in a row, but this is the time.
The one collab that I saw, which I'll never forget, Tom Morello was at Sonic Temple, and Serge from System of a Down came out and they sang Audio Slave songs. Chris Cornell's vocals sang by Serge. It was amazing.
Well, and
it was
I saw
so cool.
Audio Slave back in 2003, Lala, back when Lala used to be everywhere, not just in Chicago. Yeah.
Well, we're kind of lucky that it is Chicago. I mean, that's a trip to get there. It's not.
We almost went. Murphy and I looked into it. I got on one of the lists because he wanted to go see Tyler, the Creator. He had one of his buddies going and everything, but it didn't come through. And I didn't want to spend the money it would have took to go see him again. So, but they had a great time. But it is those weekend concert deals are a lot.
Yeah, that's why seeing 10, 15 bands for $12 or $15 here local in town. I love seeing live music. I love watching them play. I love getting up close, taking photos, doing all that kind of stuff. The next couple, let's talk about shows coming up besides your Creed show tonight. I'm going to see Louis C.K. front row next week at the Voss. That's going to be fucking amazing. Then down the road, I have a couple. I can't reveal the one show I'm going to because it's a surprise date night for the significant other.
Returning the favor. So I'm going to see.
But the thing is, no, I actually asked, well, I don't know. There's some that are coming up that I remember her saying that she has, but I can't confirm or deny it. Although, and I don't know if she's taking me or not. There's stuff that we got coming up for sure. I
did the Live Nation deal, so I was like, screw it. I'm going to go see Goose. I'm going by myself.
Who's Goose? What is Goose?
You don't know about Goose.
Tell me about Goose.
Goose is a jam band that's been around for quite a while. So our friends, Meadow and her significant other are huge. They've been like 40 some shows.
Really?
But they're like the dead.
Where are they playing?
They playing down at Michigan Amphitheater. Lottery Amphitheater. I got $30 for a lawn ticket, no surcharges or fees because it was during that Live Nation promotion. Not promoting Live Nation when I say that either, but it was such a good deal. And I'm like, screw it. If I don't go, I don't go. But it's a Friday night. It's in September. It's an
You're going to go down and meet your significant. You're going to go down. Oh, you already have your significant. I was going to say you go down and meet new friends. I always say, when we went to Sonic Temple in 2019, right before the Foo Fighters show, it rained. We went to a bar, bumped into people from CMU, like that were at the show too. We're like, hey, where are you guys from? Michigan? Then the mutual friends, I love that stuff. I think that's one of the only things I don't like about not drinking is I tend to like if I go anywhere, like we
shy?
A little. I think I am a little bit. I think I am. But when you're drinking, you're just like, hey, what's up? You just fire up a conversation. I think that's one of the things that I am a little hesitant on doing is when I don't have that. What do they say? Liquid courage.
You'll be fine.
I don't have liquid courage, man.
People approach you. No, but Goose is a really good jam band. There's no opener. They do 2 sets and like Fish before them.
Oops, sorry about that. Accidentally
and Halloween's coming up too.
That was creepy. I was going to say the band there's 2 bands I kind of want to see. They're both playing at the Magic Bag. Squirrel Nut Zipper is playing at the Magic Bag.
Well, Stray Cats are coming.
At the Bag or where?
No, at Soaring Eagle, October the 25th.
Yeah. I love the smaller venues, though, man. That's an indoor or outdoor?
Indoor. One of my cousins is getting me 2 tickets to go see them. I don't know where they're going to be or what they are, but I used to have their poster on my wall. Them and the Blasters and X and,
the other one's playing at the Magic Bag, the Crystal Method.
Oh, wow. That's somebody I haven't heard about in a long time.
I've seen the Crystal Method twice. The first time was an accident. It was after a Green Day show. We stopped in Pontiac and they were playing at the Industry back then. Wow. We just popped into there and it was like the Crystal Method playing. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. The second time, since I saw them the first time when they came back around, they played State Theater in Detroit and I dragged my ex-wife there and it was like literal torture. It would have been like taking me to go see like Garth Brooks or something. I mean, don't get me, you know what I mean? Like
you'd like Garth.
I probably would like Garth Brooks, but
I'll start talking about Kiss and you'll be all.
I would say, okay, name some other country artist that I would definitely not want to see, You took me to that one country show and I liked it because it had Mellencamp and it had Dylan and stuff like that. And Willie, those are legends. You got to go see those guys.
No, that was really cool last year. And I was in such fucking pain.
If I would love to call my ex-wife right now and be like, hey, remember when I took you to the Crystal Method? She'd be like, yes, it was torture. It was the worst fucking thing ever. I was like, yeah.
Well, and we were supposed to go see Billy Joel before he canceled. That documentary that he's got on HBO is pretty cool. But, Bronze Goddess has been like, not in the mood to go to concerts. So she's like, who are you taking to that one? Who are you taking to that one? So, yeah.
I think...
Got to go solo.
According to Erasure, she likes to do once a month shows. She thought like once a month was an adequate amount. I think that's about right. I do. I think my pocketbook can probably afford that. I think... I've been leaning into it more now that it's towards the end of the summer where I'm like, I'm getting this. Let's go do this. I don't know. I'm not exactly a fan of the winter and the fall and shit like this. It's just like, I'm a baseball guy. There are 2 seasons, baseball and not baseball season.
Hunting season. We're not rushing any of this. We're not rushing any of this pumpkin spice fucking bullshit Black Widow.
She, Erasure the other day was saying that, I keep saying the end of the summer and she's like, it's not the end of the summer. It's only August still. Like, okay. I get it.
We've got another month.
So what else has been happening in the world? I've tried to dodge the negative shit lately. I don't want to hear about fucking Cheeto Face, but I do love South Park. And I'm telling you, man, the clips I see, I need to. So that's on Paramount. You pay for Paramount. I need to know how many goddamn subscriptions you pay for because I can't afford another freaking.
So it's not just on there, but it's also on Comedy Central on YouTube TV too.
But YouTube TV is like $80-some a fucking month. $82 a month. Dude. I mean, that's more than what I paid to get internet and cable.
Because you asked, so YouTube TV, Paramount Peacock. I don't pay for HBO Max because it's part of my cell phone plan.
Good God.
I'm paying for Netflix alone $34 because there's the plan I have at my house. But we've got one person on as extra that can watch it when they're away.
Oh, my God.
So there's that. And then Hulu and Disney.
If you could go back and just invest in fucking Netflix, and you'd be set for life, man.
Yeah. So
okay, I do not have Disney anymore. Canceled that. Apple TV, because I watch MLB stuff on there, and I have my library and all in Netflix. And then a bunch of AI stuff. I pay for X, I pay for ChatGPT, I pay for Leonardo, I pay for a bunch of AI image creators and things like this. So my stuff is more for work and for creativity
Tax
things like that. Well, you know what's funny about this? I was thinking about this the other day. My kid is going to be going into her senior year starting Monday. Once she's an adult. She acts more like an adult all the time. I don't really have a ton holding me to this area besides my baseball team, which I'm very loyal to play. I have never thought more in my life about selling the house and just getting some type of van or something and just traveling and fucking working from the road.
You can. I
thought about it a lot for what I do. Portable podcast setup and just I've really been thinking about it. Like more, especially since my grandkids are down in Texas.
Yeah.
To go spend the off season, leave, the last day of baseball season when the World Series is over in the beginning of November, and just traveling down there. They wouldn't need to give me any accommodations because I could bring if I get a camper, some type of motorhome type of situation.
As long as you have internet connection, you're going.
Drive down there. I'd have to get one of them Elon Musk piece of shit Starlinks, probably, right?
Nope, just tap off your cell phone.
That, or just go to McDonald's and parking lot and just hit their Wi-Fi.
Walmart, free Wi-Fi.
But I don't know. I mean, the ideas crossed my mind. You only live once, dude. And this past week, it's been pretty heavy with my aunt passing and stuff like that. It's like, okay, you got 35, 40 good summers left in you, buddy. That's about all. Not very many.
Not even that.
Not even that.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, turning 60. Turning 60 at the end of the October.
I don't believe it.
Yep.
I don't believe it for a second.
Believe me, I was the other day reevaluating the 5-year plan of what I'm doing.
Is it like from
this year's been the weirdest year. I have not went on vacation the way I have. I haven't taken a full week off of work. But work hasn't been stressful or anything like that to feel the need. But yeah, I've got some stuff for you, and I haven't talked. My dad's 83, trying to get him to move back, and all that kind of process. But again, it does remind you of, so many years. Your daughter's going to be a senior, then going into college. How do you spend that time with them? Because they don't always want to spend time with us.
No, I remember when I was a teenager, I want to spend time with my family. Now I'm to the point now where it's like, okay, I want to consume some time with pops and mom and stuff and do that and, focus more on the family and things like this. I think it's important to do.
I could see you doing this. And one of my buddies just posted it. His father passed away. I met him during COVID on a happy hour chat group, but he lives out on the East Coast, and he actually did an interview with his dad. And I know you've said something about recording things in that before.
Yeah. I mentioned it to my mom the other day when I went to dinner.
And there's a series of questions to ask them, in between that, like, if you could go back to one memory you had with that person and relive that day, which one would it be? Those kind of questions you ask them on that recording, and then boom, you'll always have that. So.
Yeah. I think it's important to hear their voices and stuff like that, have the recording of that. I think the hardest thing that at the age I am right now is you want to look back at the good shit and you want to gloss over the shit that was bad and not really bring that up and think about that. You know what I mean? Because there's some bad shit that happens to all of us. We have these moments where we're not at our best. But all part of you almost want to, like, if I were to bring this conversation up with my parents, I would be like, hey, listen, okay, over the course of years, I have really pushed. I've stiff-armed anything with regards to that. And a lot of that is probably because I don't like to let people in all that much. You know what I mean? Like, I tend to keep even my closest relationships at a little bit of a safe distance. Not necessarily to protect the significant other, it's to protect me. Mm-hmm. I don't give all. I try not to give all. But the people that I do give all to, I feel like at any moment they could burn me. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to when I let the guard down, that's a big move for me. Well,
I think we all have that perspective of it's just a matter of time before this person disappoints me. And so we keep the guard up in that way. It's kind of like, because, let's face it, we're all insufferable
human beings.
We're still sober talking like this.
I'm cranked up on caffeine, motherfucker. It's good, man. It's good to talk.
No,
it's been a while. I think this is great, though. The way people are gonna be like, dude, this is a big. They're getting deep. They're getting fucking deep on this one. God damn it. Well, at least we're not talking about Cheeto Face. That's the thing. Well, I'm going to dodge Cheeto Face, but I want to encourage everybody to go watch those South Parks because they're fucking genius. Oh, yeah. I wish I had the fuck you money that these guys have because that's all they do.
That's the beauty of it. The beauty of them getting that contract and that money, and now just who gives a fuck?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
But again, if you look back the course of South Park, and I was never a huge fan, but always aware, they make fun of everybody.
Everything, everybody. It's good.
So you can't really say that. But all right, this part gets me. So Hunter Biden restates a fact on an interview about how Taco and the First Lady met. And he says it even in the interview that, I'm just repeating what Michael Wolff put in the article that met through Epstein. That's, according to that. And the whole thing of, we're going to either take down your comment or we're going to sue you for $1 billion. That is some bullshit.
For what? It's okay. It may or may not be true. You know how much bullshit that Trump says all the time that's just fucking not true? I mean, if that's the case, please set that precedent so we can go back and fact check your stupid fucking Cheeto ass.
But every time I hear the $1 billion thing, I think of Austin Powers. I don't know why, if I'm the only one that does that, but yeah, it just reminds me of Austin Powers.
As soon as you said the word, I thought it. I did.
Oh. But yeah,
I guess, okay, so how did they fucking meet then? Who gives a flying fuck how they met? I mean, I get this whole Epstein crap, all this. I don't even want to dive into it. It's so ridiculous
it's
for them.
Such a rabbit hole of bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And to be honest with you, I've been proud of myself that I haven't dove deeper and been into the negative process of thinking about it. But there's that line of being aware of the fucked up shit just so you can understand that, okay, life is changing in the country. It's different. We got the damn military running through the streets and people getting picked up in vans and by masked fucking quote unquote cops or whatever, the fucking ICE agents, all this shit. There's a lot of this shit going down. Like I said, knock on wood, we haven't had any of that kind of crap in this area. But Jesus Christ, if it's only a matter of time, you said 19 other states are starting to get the fucking...
19 other states. But there have been ICE raids here in our state going on. I mean, I remember seeing like somebody complained about the food at a buffet, Asian buffet, and they called ICE on the person working in the back, the cook, in regards to it. So... Are
you sure they weren't just talking about the ice machines at a hotel or the ice machines? We need to make some shirts that mock this shit, like Ice Agent, and it's just like a guy holding an ice, like a tray full of fucking ice, like ice. Just fucking
get your ice here. Shit. It is amazing the stupidity and absurdity, and yet people still find a way to defend what's going on, or they just got their head in the sand so much. And
I hate to say it, but ignorance is bliss. I have felt better in the last couple of months, not having my finger on the pulse of it all that much. I got into a routine of checking specific YouTube channels, keeping on what was going on. I have not done that. In fact, watching versus reading on your own is the key to do it. Is you get the highlights. Here's what's going on. You read it yourself. You don't get the influence that somebody who's reading it to you has, because they'll put their tone into it and all that. Because half the time you don't even believe that they're real. They sound like made up Onion headlines. What's going on? It's just insane.
So one of the things, and I think you've always prided yourself on, was the freedom of speech. And I don't know if you've seen these Jubilee things that they do where it goes back to the debating thing where somebody comes in, they're going to debate 20 different people. This is on YouTube. And
when they're in the circle and then they jump in. Yeah.
They jump in, and if you can get pulled out of it if you're not making your point or getting the point across and everything else. So there was one recently he's from India. He's known for doing like a bunch of the talks, and he did, like 20 different people, and the guys were coming out like, yeah, I'm a fascist, I'm this and that. You know, it had to do with immigration, and they're like, well, we think you should just leave the country. And it was so much hate that also is out there, but that's what they voted him in for.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people don't want to be peaceful is what it is, too. It's just like, God damn, dude, don't you want to just relax, just fucking chill out?
So then to switch up the conversation, have you noticed when you've been to Pornhub lately, you've got like 4 different things you got to click on now? It's not only that you have to say you're 18 or older, it's whether or not you want to accept all the cookies, which isn't the cookie.
I'm only getting 2 clicks.
And then to me, it's like, oh yeah, do you want to go through the Google browser or the one you're on?
You got it.
Which is the hidden browser.
Yeah, why can't the internet just be like it was when it first started? You remember Free Ones? Freeones.com was the one, it was like one of the first porn sites I remember going to. Free Ones. Speaking of that, okay, there was today I literally just watched this morning. Because for some reason, I try to veer towards, okay, what things in my life am I addicted to doing, or what routines have I been doing? I've been watching too much negativity on YouTube, too much fapping, too much of the fappening. And so I held off for probably, 3-4 weeks. I didn't check, didn't do shit. But it gets to a point.
Massive buildup in your pants.
Oh my God, yeah. So, but this morning I got up and I was really cranked up. I was like, oh man, I want to fucking do it. Do you ever look up the woman Becky Bandini?
Not seen Becky Bandini.
Look up Becky Bandini. She's kind of milfy, dark hair, big boob, curvy, somewhat attractive. She plays the MILF. She plays the woman who will catch the stepson and the stepdaughter fucking fooling around.
And then show them how.
Yeah. So, but the one I watched this morning, right? The stepbro and stepsister are fucking around. But the girl I've never seen a porn where she literally takes her clothes off, sits down, he starts flicking her bean, and she, in 20 seconds is squirting everywhere. Like the quickest squirter I've ever seen on a fucking...
What is that technique about?
I was like, dude, I mean, it was insane. I was like, wow. Holy shit, she is fucking spray tan. I mean, she's just going. You're
like, do they have a hose actually hooked up somewhere?
Yeah. So, which still, Hat Trick was, talking about how she's never squirted before. We're going to have to talk to Wally and see if he's gotten her squirt yet.
Yeah. Yep.
That's our pop quiz. Has Wally made Hat Trick squirt yet? That'd be a good fucking quiz. But yeah, Becky Bandini, everybody. That'll be tonight's porn star of the evening. And yeah.
Well, and to go back what we were talking about before, trying to not pay attention to what's going on in the political world, I find myself like watching these or listening to like how rock bands got their beginning, or this group, or lyrics, or things you didn't know about. 15 facts.
I bet your YouTube and mine would probably be very similar stuff. I watch.
But there's
that stuff.
One chick on there that's Haley Nicole or Hazy Haley. She popped up on my Pornhub thing for it. So she's always like this one that she's coming out with from a restaurant. And like, hey, did you order the bean burrito? Can I taste your bean burrito?
Oh, God.
Kind of, she's got Haley Nicole. She's got all these different YouTube deals. And she's, curvy, nice looking chick. But yep, she popped underneath another name on Pornhub.
The Bonnie Blue one is the one that I saw, that the one in her and the Tesla, dude. The guy driving the Tesla, or the Tesla driving itself, and they're going at it. I'm like, dude, there's something about the danger, something about the getting caught. That to me is very, very intriguing. I like that. I like, being outdoors and being in a scenario where someone could catch you, that kind of a thing. Yeah. I think I want to do that with Erasure. I want to take her out and just like, not necessarily somewhere where you can get caught, but we could go into the backyard and where it's private enough back there where we could probably do it. And just have the sun hitting you while you're outside just having sex. That'd be fucking great. Love that. Do
Teslas, like, can you change like the windows, like to be an all dark?
The tinting? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about that.
That'd be kind of cool. Because all of a sudden you get your windows normal and put them up, and then you're banging. Nobody else can see what you're doing, but you can see what everybody else is fucking doing.
So what do you think, man?
I think this
feeling good.
Yeah. I think it's been a good. Good to be back.
I can't remember what we talked about. Sobriety. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't crave it. I don't crave any alcohol at this point yet. There's going to be an instance where I have a feeling it's going to come, but she's given me a couple of things to remind me. She's given me like some stuff to put on my wrist. Like said, hey, wear something that keeps your brain off of it. And to be, like I said, 99.9% of the time, it doesn't even cross my mind. I'm in this health kick. I'm walking a lot. I'm doing some things that are helping me.
Mm-hmm. And you're not doing like the California sober either, are you?
What do you mean?
Well, California is where you still, do pot, marijuana, flower.
I have had some of that stuff with her and stuff like that. And that usually puts me in just this great mood. So I
should have gave you some of the blueberry lemon Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, so I'm not going completely crazy.
Yeah,
again, I'm not even that much of a pot guy. I eat some stuff to kind of just put me in a different space. But yeah, I'll indulge sometimes with that with her,
mm-hmm.
Because that usually puts us both in a really good mood. I think we did that. What did we do? We did right before the pot, right before the Did we do it before the Black Keys show? I'm trying to think if we did. Yeah. She had the one in her little
vape.
Yeah. And it was great. It was great. That's one thing I really do appreciate about her is she's very affectionate with me, and we act like we're teenagers when we're at a show like that, and we get close. We're constantly touching each other, and it feels it's a great feeling to have that when you're with somebody, listening to good music, watching people play stuff. It's a memory that you want to maintain, right. And that's to me that's like my favorite. I guess thing.
Because I've never really thought about it before. Going into concerts now with, being legal. I mean, do they make you throw out? I mean, if you got a joint now with you, or a vape pen, or
see, hers was
because when you're outdoors, usually
hers was just in the little vape. In fact, I heard she's like, don't do too much or whatever. And but then I took a little bit extra, but it put me in a really good spot. Yeah. So it was Cool. And again, I don't like to smoke much of anything, but. I'm not going completely crazy. I have to have one vice, and I think that I've switched to
jacking off all the time.
No, that vice I'm not all the time. Not all the time. I mean, at our age, we have to worry about
it's important.
About the testosterone, the ED, and the things. You can't be jacking right before you could potentially attempt to please your significant other. There, you got to be fully aware that you got to lay the bone down. Got to lay it down, smack 'em, yak 'em, right? Slap it on that thing, just pop, pop, pop. Come on, you got to be right there. Give her some hammer time.
Oh shit!
Give her some veiny hammer time.
Some of that meat.
All right, let's play some music out. Let's split and get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, mofos. Do you have any final words for everybody?
Check out Vince Skinwell when you get a chance.
Yeah, released a couple new ones.
Yes, there's a couple new ones out there on podcasts. There you can
only get an Apple podcast.
Yeah, Apple. All right, cool. Yep, I listened to it earlier this week.
Yeah, I got one coming out, another one tomorrow. I'm trying to go every other day. Right now, my problem is I have to pay for a specific thing in order to generate these things, everybody. But Vinny's great. I love Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need some merch. Vinny Skin.
We need to make some merch, yes.
For GDS and for that. So yeah, my final words today. Let's go have a nice, enjoyable lunch at a local establishment.
Yes. And I want to go to the one you didn't mention.
The one we didn't mention?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
the one
that way.
The one that I boycotted for a little while until. Remember me boycotting them for most of the spring and summer?
But this place, I don't think you boycotted. That's where you had your birthday. Or no, that's.
Oh, you're talking about where my birthday was? That's where you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There we go.
We can give them a promo.
Yes.
I love those guys.
Coonan's.
Go to Coonan's.
Coonan's Irish Pub. There, laddie.
All right, everybody. I'm the Kid. This is Goin Deep Show. Thank you for tuning in and listening to my bullshit. That's all it is, really. Just whatever on the top of my head. So there you go. All right. We'll see you guys soon, okay? Till to the next one.